Toastmaster Khushboo, the unexpected mentor, Toastmaster Khushboo.
Thank you so much for your smile and giving me the courage to speak like that. 24th March 2023. It was my last day of my board exam, and I did my last board exam, and I completed my class 12. I was very excited when I was coming out of the exam room because I was very clear that this is it, the school life ended, and I want to do something in the real life now. And I'm very excited for my real life journey. And there it all began. I didn't know how I'll enter into the practical world, but somehow, because I was trying my hard, I got a job under a CA right after my class 12, 3rd April 2023. And then after working with her for almost 1 year, suddenly one day, January 2022, 22 January 2024, it came into my mind and I resigned immediately, without knowing anything that what I'll do after this, what will happen, nothing. I just had one thing inside me that I want to learn something bigger now. I have learned enough from here, the discipline is enough, I have learned about the practical life, the learnings of finance, how a business runs. But now I want to get into the real business and I want to do something. And I just, after completing my 1 month of notice period, I just left the job on February 22, 2024. I was clueless what to do now, whom to approach, where to go. And then suddenly my sister told me that you should start applying on LinkedIn. And I opened my LinkedIn profile and I started applying on LinkedIn. 10 companies, 20 companies, 30 companies, 40, 50. I started getting calls regularly. And then after that I went to an in-person interview. The moment I stopped my two-wheeler and I looked at the place where I came for interview, I was scared. Because it didn't look like a office. It was a home. I was awkward and a little scared. When I was moving inside, I was feeling that someone's going to kidnap me here. I was literally very scared at that time. But still I walked in and I completed my 2 rounds of interview there. But I was very unsure that what will happen next. I wasn't so confident at that time that how I have given, how is it. So I came back to home and I started applying in the more companies. And then I went for 2 more in-person interviews. And then suddenly I was sitting in my balcony and one day I just got a call. Like, hey Khushboo, you're selected in that company where I felt like I was getting kidnapped. I got a call and they told me that we are going to send you offer letter by today only and you have to join tomorrow. I was very happy, excited and shocked as well that how is it happening? And then next day I went to the office and something magical happened at that time. Something really magical. I met the founder, the Forbes 30 under 30 personality, someone whom I can call mentor. And I was not sure that how it's going to happen. I just went into his cabin and then we had a chat for almost half an hour. And I told him that, sir, I'm not here for only job. I want to build something, I want to do something of my own. I want to step into entrepreneurship in real life work. But I'm very much unaware of how is it. So I want to learn by doing practical things. And that's the reason I want to do this job. I was not sure how the response is going to come from this another side. But it was something magical. He told me that don't worry, I'm here for you. I'm going to tell you, treat me like your elder brother and I'm going to guide you how to do things. And that's where I met Mr. Varun. And after having a conversation with him, after 2 days he left for London and almost for a month. And that month wasn't easy for me in that office. Because I was so young, I turned 18 at that time. I was in my first year of college and everybody in the office were almost like 25, 26, 30, 35. top people who have worked almost 10 years in their career, and I was so small, and I felt like how it's going to happen. And all of them used to tease me after seeing my voter ID card. Oh my God, 2005, a kid. What are you doing here? Are you seriously going to manage business development? Are you serious? But I was confident that I'm going to do it. I have the willpower to show up. And then when he returned, he started giving me opportunity. I started sitting with him in his cabin whole day. And after a few months, after learning with him, suddenly everything had changed in the office. Like people who used to tease me, you're a kid, what will you do? Everybody come to me and give work to me and tell me to, pass it to the boss. Because the founder was him, he was managing everything. And that changes everything. I never know that people change something like that. And by working with him, things which I always used to dream, like he introduced me to the CEOs, he started taking me into the deals, how the business deals happens, how the investment happens. I started connecting with almost multiple investors, the rainmakers, it's booming in tier 1 cities, especially now. I connected with them, and with US, with UK, with a lot of incubation centers across the world. And it was something magical for me. Working with him wasn't that easy because I was just 18 at that time, and he's somebody who has worked almost a decade on his own venture, so matching the energy wasn't that easy. But everything happened, and then in the end, because after seeing my will to do work, he gave me the opportunity to work with him as a founder associate in his second venture as well, in his second startup, which is London based, and therefore I went to London as well. And something what I've all dreamed came true just because of the willingness to show. I think that mentorship has changed everything for me, and he pushed me now to do my own things, because of which I started working. So I think I have learned a lot by working with him, because I have understood that a right mentorship can change your entire life. I never thought that I'll come this far in just 2 years, but I have came. Now I'm 20, and I have started something which I always dreamed of. So I think this is something is magical for me, and that's what I've learned, that taking step into leadership, taking step into the real life world changes everything, and that's what happened with me. And I would definitely like to tell you all that one mentor, literally one mentor, can change your entire life. Thank you so much, Captain.